What's up guys, welcome back to Man Cave Collectibles, coming at you today with another figure review. Today we're in figure number 3 of the Super 7 TMNT line Wave 1. So this is Splinter. Taking a look at our box, we've got just our cardboard box that we've seen with all of the Super 7 figures. It's a protective box to protect the actual box that our contents is in. Got that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo in there on the front, the name of your character, in this case being Splinter, some Super 7 branding there in the bottom, and some legal jargon here on the back. Again, as we've discussed before, this box is not really meant to be pretty, it's meant to protect the pretty box. Let's go ahead and break it out of the cardboard box. Alright, so we got Splinter out of his protective box. So we're going back to kind of this bright green color that we saw with the Raphael packaging. Looks really good. It's very TMNT-esque color-wise, color scheme. So we are seeing kind of the Splinter logo for this box. We got a picture of his face, as well as what looks like maybe like a bow and arrow, which is kind of his signature weapon from the action figure line. So looks really, really good. I like this color. I love what Super 7 is doing with these boxes. Going to the top here, we've got our Ultimates logoing there. As we have seen with all of them, you've got your character name just below the slip cover. Nothing on the sides, and on the back, you just have that TMNT branding. Looks really, really good. Let's slide our slip cover off here. All right, and reveal Master Splinter. Very nice looking. I love the window packaging on these Super 7 boxes. As I've said in all my reviews, you know, this could almost turn somebody into an inbox collector, myself included. I've always historically taken these out of the packaging, but Super 7's done such a great job. It's almost harder to display them out of packaging as nice as they look in the packaging. So well done by Super 7. They are really killing it with this TMNT line. So we can see everything in our packaging, pretty much all of our accessories. There's kind of a second level to the accessories in these boxes, which we can kind of see the hands and some different things back there kind of behind Master Splinter. He looks good there. We can see a soft goods cloak there that he's wearing. The box itself, very reminiscent of the Raphael box. We kind of got that greenish looking brick design there, flipping on around to the back. Kind of the same thing. It does kind of look like a reuse of the Raphael box, just kind of going off memory here. Got a little write-up on Splinter. It says Splinter, the good guy leader. Splinter, a mutant rat, is the philosophical and martial arts teacher, the sensei to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's a master in Jiu-Jitsu and has taught the Turtles the secret of the ninja and Bushido code and the warrior's way. I guess I'm saying Bushido right. I'm not 100% sure on that. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Let's go ahead and pop Master Splinter out of this packaging, see what we got. Alright guys, so we got Master Splinter out of his packaging and on our review table. Let's go ahead and jump straight into our accessories for this guy, and there are a lot. So we'll do the rundown here. First thing, we've got a plastic cloak here for him. So if you're not happy with the soft goods look that we get here, which they both look good, you can always swap it over and go with a kind of more traditional look, which is just it's a very, very soft plastic. You know, you basically can just untie, we'll put it on, we'll show you what it looks like, but it has a little peg here that pegs in at the belt there, and peg it in that way. So looks really good. You also get a baby turtle, which is pretty cool. Pretty detailed little guy, fully sculpted and painted. Very nice. You can see here from a size standpoint, you know, it's about as big as his foot. So really nice little addition there. Now, you also get Splinter's hot cup of coffee or tea or whatever it is he's drinking there. Looks excellent. This kind of the steam coming off of this looks fantastic. It's just a translucent plastic. It is hard. It's not movable or bendable. So you want to be careful you don't break it off. But this is just a phenomenal little accessory for Splinter. Also, kind of get his iconic walking cane. This is something that has pretty much followed him through pretty much all the iterations of Master Splinter, is you know, a wooden walking stick. Now he also gets his bow, which looks really nice, sculpted in wood. We got real string here. It's not plastic. It is kind of a an elastic string, so that's really nice. That's a nice little detail. Got some paint here on the handle, some silver accent, and to go with that you get 3 sculpted and painted arrows, nicely sculpted here at the tips with a nice silver chrome paint, and then just sculpted in that same brown down here at the ends. All right, so you also get a cane, kind of a cane weapon. So this is made to slide in here, and then you can pop this off to reveal kind of a knife or sword there for him. So that's a really nice addition there. Kind of a hidden weapon. Very nice. Mine's got a little bit of, I'm not sure what this is here. I'm not sure if that's meant, kind of looks like it wasn't meant to be there. It's just kind of some silver, kind of same kind of silver off the blade there. So that's a little bit of a mishap, I think, probably, but not anything too bad. In fact, probably could probably take that off if I wanted to. And then we get 2 ninja stars. Okay, just sculpted out into a ninja star design, hole in the middle, chrome paint. We also get the weapons rack here that we've seen. So you can see a lot of the weapons that we have received so far, including kind of this walking cane sword weapon. You can see we've got that there. We've got the 3 arrows, the ninja stars. So this looks really good. And again, it's kind of made to stand. I don't know that we can get it to stand because you got those ninja stars there on the bottom. So if you were to take those off, you might could get it to stand up. I don't know. I'm not going to try it because I'm not going to take mine off. Now we get plenty of hand options here for, he's kind of got some holding hands, which would be for like his cane, or you know, holding his bow and arrow. Then we kind of get some semi-relaxed hands here. Look really good, painted there on the nails, painted black, sculpted fur. Looks really nice. We get 2 just kind of open palm hands here. These all look kind of the same as far as their paint and detail, just different design or different ways holding each of the hands. And then we get 2 fully fisted hands for the right and left. So these look really nice. Very, very happy with these. All right, let's go ahead and take a closer look at our Splinter figure. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at our Master Splinter figure. So we'll take just looking for any type of paint flaws or QC issues, just real good up close look at the whole figure, kind of as we've done with all of this Super 7 Thundercats line and TMNT line. You can see here we got the teeth are nicely painted there out front, sculpted down. Looks really good. Black nose, all the fur fully sculpted, real crisp, clean lines there around the eyes, with white with kind of a black outline around them. They do have a little accent black paint there right underneath them. Looks really good. The ears look nice. Got a real nice, very clean, you know, cloak here that he's wearing. Did a good job on that. This is just kind of almost like elastic, like an elastic band that kind of fits around there and holds that in place. Got a tail here. We'll talk about the articulation on that as we get to articulation. And then good job here with the sculpt. It's just sculpted fur all throughout the entire figure, all the way down to where we get kind of this sculpted kind of almost has a bandage look to it, I guess you could say, but it's true to the, you know, to the original figure. And then sculpted feet. Looks really good. So I'll go ahead and I'll throw up an image here for you guys where you can kind of see what that original Master Splinter figure looked like that was released back in the late 80s. I think they did a phenomenal job here of just really recreating it, making it bigger in scale. Very, very impressed with what Super7's done here. This is probably one of the more simple figures, just as far as the sculpt and paint, as compared to like Baxter or Raphael has been, because they had a lot more paint and sculpt, different details on them, where Splinter's a little more simplistic for the most part. But he come with a ton of accessories, and you know, you really get your value with those accessories. And I think too, as well as with the boxes that these come in. You know, I know some people will argue, well, I'd rather have a simple box and save, you know, $5, $8 on the figure. But I think, you know, these have a $45 price point, but when you look at the box and what it comes in, if you're an inbox collector, and then all the accessories, there's very few lines out there that offer all of that for $45. I think it's a good deal. Is it more pricey for a 7-inch figure than what we're used to paying with a, you know, a DC multiverse figure from McFarlane, a figure from Hasbro like a Marvel Legend? Absolutely, but you're getting a lot more value for that $45. You don't see Marvel Legend with this type of accessory pack. You don't see Marvel Legends or DC Multiverse with this type of box to display them in, with a slip cover and then another cardboard box to protect that box. There's really a lot that they're doing for you for that $45 price point. Again, it's opinion whether you want to pay for all of that. That is completely collector's choice, but I believe that they're giving us a fair value. Let's move on into articulation on Master Splinter here. So looking at the head, you can see here, we can get the head up to there. Can't really get it any farther down than straight ahead. We can get it side to side. I can't really get a full 360 on it. It kind of feels like that would stress something in there, but you can get it side to side pretty good. We can get those arms up to there, kind of like what we've seen with Baxter and Raphael. Very tight joints. You can kind of see in there, that joint there, okay? Single jointed elbows, that's as far up as we can get them. On the wrist articulation here, we can get them back and forward as we would typically expect, and then a full 360 on them. We've got nothing in the, maybe a little something in the waist area there. Let's see. Yeah, we do have a chest, a cut in the chest here that offers a very, very slight, and I mean slight, I really, that's going to be more for your side-to-side motion. You can spin him a lot, but I can't get anything really front to back there. All right. As far as the legs, plenty of splits. Can't really get them back any. Kind of the butt area there is preventing that. We do not have any type of swivel in the thigh for Splinter. You can see there, that's not going to swivel any as we've seen with the others. 90 degrees at the knee, and we can get all kinds of range of motion there in the ankles. Plenty of side to side. Now, one thing on this ankle that I noticed, and I'm going to consider this as a QC issue, I can't get the side to side to stay. So I can pull it up or I can pull it back, but I can't. When I try to swivel it from side to side, it just goes back to normal, where on this side I can bring it all the way up on the side of his ankle, basically. This side over here, I can't get it to do that. So I don't know what's causing that. I guess somewhere in there is some type of, I don't know, paint's holding it in place. I'm not real sure what's causing that, but I can't get it to stay in place. Now, the tail, you've got up and down, you've got a full 360, and then you have a swivel here at the end of the tail where the brown and the gray meet. That is a little bit of a break in there. It doesn't look too good from a sculpt standpoint. I know why they did it, and I get it, I understand it, but like if you look on this side of the tail, you know, that's a pretty big seam, I guess you could say, and I can't get the tail to go any farther in. Now, one thing too about him standing up that is nice is you can use that tail to help stand him up. You can see here in the back I've got the tail kind of helping prop him up. So that's a nice thing. That's a nice feature, you know, for a Splinter figure. So now as far as getting the cloak off, I'm going to go ahead and pull this cloak off, and we will put on the rubber or plastic one. Let's just see what that looks like. So this just got me thinking how weird it would have been had they had Splinter run around without his cloak like the Ninja Turtles did. Alright guys, so here's Master Splinter with the plastic or rubber cloak. This looks really, really good as well. I don't really know which way I'm going to go with this. This is a tough call. You can see that there's a little bit of difference in the color of them. This is definitely more of a purple, where I'm seeing this as kind of more of a purplish pink color. It's just going to be your choice, you know, as the collector. I think they both look good. Probably not going to go wrong either way. The one benefit to this one here is that for the most part it's going to be a all plastic goods line. Probably very little you know, soft goods involved in this line. So if you kind of wanted to stay uniform to that, you will be able to. But this is kind of similar to what we saw you know, with the Mum-Ra figure. You know, you got the plastic and the soft goods cloak or cape. So really, really cool option. I'm glad they gave us the choice. Good job, Super 7, on that. Let's go ahead and break out a few other figures, as well as the other figures from this line, and do some size comparisons, and we'll wrap up our video. Alright guys, so we'll start out with our 3 figures that we have from this line already. And man, what a fantastic start for Super 7. This line is definitely one of my favorites so far of anything that's been put out. I do think Neca is a great line as well. These are different, and they're different in their own way. Obviously, these are based on the figures that we grew up playing with back in the late 80s and 90s, where Neca's really took on really more of a cartoon look for their figures. They're different enough that, you know, I don't see why a collector couldn't do both. I'm going to do both, and you'll be able to see all those reviews here going forward for both lines. But if you're out there and you're contemplating, should I do one and not do the other, they're completely different really in their own respects, and they're both fantastic for different reasons and in different ways. So you know, these are fully recommends for me. This line is a must-have, I think, for anybody. If you grew up in the late 80s and 90s playing with these figures, getting these in hand is really going to take you back to your childhood, which is what a lot of this hobby is about, is the nostalgic value of a lot of these collectibles that we're able to get our hands on now as adults, share with our kids, and you know, just to have for ourselves. A lot of us have not grown up, me included. We'll go ahead and throw in the Neca Raphael here. So Neca is going to get their own Baxter Stockman as well as their own Splinter. And those will be probably coming out, I would think, sometime in 2021. I'm not sure the exact release date on them, but I feel pretty sure it's going to be 2021 for those. And they look good as well from the few brief pictures that we've seen of them. Here we got a Cyclops on the left from the Marvel Legends line, 6-inch figure. And then we've got your Raphael figure here from the Neca cartoon line. So there you go. There's Splinter. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you picked this line up? Or, you know, have you tried to pick it up? It looks like it's sold out for the most part about everywhere, and the secondary market prices on these seem to be kind of ridiculous. But hopefully Super 7 will do another release of these with it. You know, now that they've figured out this is going to be a pretty hot line, a pretty hot product. Hit that like button. That really helps my video get shared. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of the Man Cave Collectibles team. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time.